We've been gone a long time, and we had just got back from 3 months of RVing around the country, and one of our house plants is doing really well, but it's time for a change. This plant has started getting all of these coming out in multiple branches. So you can kind of see what I've done already. I put a spike in, and I'm going to try to make a tower that these roots can then embed themselves in. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So here, I saw somebody take this material, and it was 30 something dollars on Amazon, and I bought it at Lowe's for 16, almost $17. So there's a little tip. I got some sphagnum peat moss, orchid moss, tropical potting mix. This is like cocoa, it's like a pot liner for flower pots that hang. So I just use these shears to cut a circumference of this. So my plan is to lay this out on the bottom edge all along that, and then put some of the moss and some tropical soil down the center, and then I'm going to wrap it around the rod. I'm going to tie it or do something, maybe use zip ties or something, and then stick it back in there and try to get the roots in. Never really worked with this stuff before, so complete learning experience for me. And I'm just guessing what to do. I don't have anything that I've looked at for this, so if it doesn't work, I will let you know so you aren't wasting your time. But I just figured, I've seen people just do it with sphagnum moss, and I just figured putting a little bit of soil in there as well would make it, and using this as like a way to keep everything inside this little container. And I'm pretty sure with these cocoa fibers, the roots will be able to get in no problem, but that this will allow it to store the soil and keep everything inside. No. Hopefully the dog doesn't bark. Hey, Ranger, leave it. Okay, this is good because I'll tell you, I spent about $75 getting all of this stuff, and this would allow me to do quite a bit more than I thought. I mean, I only have one of these plants, and we're actually leaving for a trip overseas, and I'm going to be gone for a while. Just hoping this makes the plant healthier while we're gone. I'm hoping that this does what it needs to do. It'll be an interesting experience for me. I've never done this before. I'm always about trying, and I love Monstera plants. I think they look cool. Remind me of being tropical. So I'm making a mess of the dining room table. I'm putting this in to the base part. I'm essentially making like a burrito, I guess. And I probably should have done more research, but I'm just trying to use logic, thinking that this makes sense. Get some tropical potting mix. I wanted to replenish some of the soil in the plant because, I think it could use some. This looks almost like the moss I'm putting in, but it has some lava rock in here. Help hold the moisture in. Okay, I'm gonna lay this spike in now, and I need to go get some, I think I got a bunch of small black zip ties I'm gonna use to close this, I don't know, Monstera burrito root this thing. So let me go do that. I wish I had some twill to tie up the roots, but I only have these kind of clear ones. But I am thinking maybe of putting more of this moss down the center here. This other orchid moss to fold it in, try to keep the soil in. Trying to make basically a nutritional tree stump or tree, like a tree trunk. Okay, I'm just zip tying these together now. Try to hold everything together. I'll fast forward this so you don't have to watch it in real time. Okay, so you can see it's all tied together now. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it back in and try to get the plants tied up into it. Not sure which one to get first. There's a few branches with these nodules coming out. I don't know the scientific term, but that's what I'm calling it. Trying to not break them off. Just trying to help it find what to grab. I'm definitely going to need to tie these up or something. I really do not know the right way to deal with this. Thinking that maybe I just tie the branch up, and I think naturally these things will find their way. So I'm going to try that. I don't know what to do, if I should cut some of these smaller ones off just to let the plant sort of grow from If anybody has suggestions, please put them in the comments so we can all learn together. Because I am definitely not an expert in this, but I just thought I'd share with what I was going to try and do with this plant. Part of me doesn't know if I should break one of these off or wrap it around, because I mean, in nature it would just find its way. But being a house plant, I'm trying to help it along. So if I am doing this wrong, I am open to criticism and learning, because I readily admit I don't know what I'm doing. So happy to learn, and by making good comments on it, other people will learn at the same time. Cut this off. It's a dead branch. Not really dead, but there isn't a leaf growing on it, so decided to trim it. One thing I wanted to try and do is pour some water down.
Water it down?
Putting it down the tower. So I poured water down, most of the soil's in the center. I wanted to get this kind of moist, and I don't know if this is right. Sticking these things in here, I'm guessing. I know it's searching for a place to attach to and probably a place to get moisture. I added a bit more of the tropical soil down just to give it some new nutrients. But this is a lot of growth on it already, and I'm hoping that, putting a support structure will give it a much taller, bushier feel that will fill up more of the area to make it a big, healthy plant. So that's it. Let me know what I could do better, and give pointers for everybody, and send me links to something that you think I should watch, or happy to learn more, and hopefully everybody can learn here together. Thanks.